Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Just doing a quick update for the end of the week. Switched over to the headset since I did not like the audio quality on the first video. Apologize to anybody who watched that and wasn't impressed with the audio quality. In any case, I've slowed down a little bit on loading TCG Player. Had some stuff come up in my personal life. My wife currently is having some effects of her epilepsy, and as a result, I'm chauffeuring her around. We don't want her driving right now. And then otherwise, I also had a meeting with work, and they have terminated my furlough, and not in the way that I was hoping. So in any case, I'm officially unemployed now and have ramped up my job hunting efforts. And so I'm still sitting at somewhere in the ballpark of 1,000 cards listed at TCG Player. Been a few days now, and I haven't gotten very many more cards loaded. But we'll continue that effort throughout the day today and next week. It is Christmas week next week, so we'll see how much I get done there. Orders coming in slowly. That's to be expected since I am not fire selling my cards. I am on the mindset that I only have one inventory. I'm not planning on restocking that inventory, so I want to maximize value rather than throughput. But I did have so far a total of 4 orders. Playset A Glimpse of Natures came through, a couple of Chronicle cards. Somebody picked up a Concordant Crossroads and a Nicol Bolas for me, and then I sold a playset of shoot the red and green card that lets you the hybrid one that gives you Manamorphose. Sorry, rambling here trying to think of the names of cards. I'm not sure. I'll try and in the future keep up with letting you guys know what all the orders are. Just I don't have it printed out in front of me, and TCG doesn't give you a good way to just look at your orders, at least not the contents of the orders. So I don't have a quick and easy way to just skim over a list of cards and ramble them off to let you know what all I'm selling. But we'll probably let you know like at least some of the bigger cards to sell in the future and total number of orders. And try and keep up with that. But yeah, so far I think things are going well. I'm slowly grinding my way up to level 4. I look forward to that because then I can start using the scan tool to input cards instead of doing it by hand. And I think I might also like expand out, especially once I'm level 4 and no longer have a restriction on how many cards I have. 50,000 is quite a few, but so I probably won't even physically be able to reach that limit anytime soon. But I would like to be able to go through and scan a bunch of cards and probably have a lot of lower dollar cards in there as well. If I can floor price maybe for 25 cents or 50 cents on a smattering of commons and uncommons and things like that. I don't know how well that sells. I'm kind of curious to see how that ends up. If I get just like random orders here and there, like a dollar here, dollar there can't hurt. Obviously, you don't want to go too low. Make sure that your shipping price overall, whenever your package price is worth your while. I'd prefer not to be at a loss on shipping cards, so I'm not going to do like a free shipping and 10-cent cards or in penny cards. You hear people like shipping penny cards. I just can't fathom how many orders you're just losing on with your time and effort. If that's the case, it might work out in the long run if you're doing a lot of bulk, but my end goal is to be full-time employed and have loading all these cards is going to be just kind of a one-shot thing I can do over the course of the next couple of months while I am not working, and then ideally it should just be a matter of picking and having my wife ship off the cards so that I don't have to be involved too much. I'm trying to show her how to pick, but especially if I get that many cards in there, I don't know if I'm going to be able to organize it in a way that she's going to be able to pick the cards very easily. Like the only way that could work is if every card is alphabetically ordered, whereas I'd much rather have the cards split up by the set and then alphabetically ordered, or maybe color sorted, which is how everything is currently. Most everything is separated by set and color sorted. Not everything. I've got a huge collection. I did spend a long time ago. I'm trying to capitalize on hours and hours and hours spent already organizing my collection, but I haven't done a full organization of my collection. It's just way too large for any one person to reasonably organize to a final level. Like if you're talking about literally color sorting everything, alphabetizing everything, that would be ideal. A lot of my cards, not everything, but a lot of my cards I was starting to go through and do that with. Putting everything in penny sleeves, in play sets, and then basically shipping off everything beyond a play set into a separate box. That was kind of something I was working towards at one point, was getting to the point where I had play sets of commons and uncommons set aside in boxes, and then everything beyond that was just kind of sorted into bulk, which ideally I'm going to pull back out that bulk and sell that as well. Again, I'm kind of torn on if I'm going to sell through my play sets, but I think I am. I don't think at this stage in my life, I don't think I'm going to ever be playing tournament Magic again. If I do play Magic, it's probably going to be more like playing Limited or Commander. Usually when I play Commander, I'm grabbing somebody else's deck. I have a deck or two built, but most of the people I play with have 20 or 30 decks built, and it's a lot easier to just grab their cards instead of trying to maintain my own decks. And Commander's not really my thing anyway. I'm much more of a tournament competitive player, but those days are kind of past me now. Not zero that I'll get back into that at some point. But I imagine if I do, it'll probably be more playing Limited. I don't intend to have to try to get back the 10 years of Magic history that I'm currently missing in my collection. So basically, if I was to start playing Magic again, pretty much every format I would only have half the cards format. Granted, I have most of the expensive cards. I do have basically any reserve lists, any older cards. Like at one point I had every legacy deck. I could build any legacy deck in existence, probably in the 2012, 2013 era. But even if I go back and play legacy now, the environment has shifted so much. Like the power creep. Like if you don't have all the Modern Horizon cards, you're not playing Legacy anymore. But I would have the mana base, and all the old staples I still have. But it's still just a matter of like if I wanted to build a Legacy deck and I've got to spend $200 or $300 on it, I'm not going to do that. That's not something I do. I don't really buy singles. I buy collections, and that's something I haven't done in over a decade. So not really planning keeping up with it. So I think selling off seems to make the most sense. Paring down, I wouldn't mind. I don't think I would ever bulk sell the entire collection. My original intention was to have this until like retirement age, and then basically do what I'm doing now in retirement age. But the fact that I've got free time now and makes sense for me to try and convert at least some of the collection into capital. But in any case, that's my rambling for today. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to put them in the comments. I'll try and get back to you. Again, I don't really expect anybody's watching these videos. These are probably more for just myself. And if anybody watches them, great. Welcome to consume the content. But I'll go ahead and quit rambling. If you like these videos, go ahead and like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments or anything, obviously there's a lot of things I could do to these YouTube videos. I haven't gone through and updated all of my profile. I haven't, I'm kind of doing this pretty haphazardly. Even with having a handful of YouTube videos from a few years ago, I basically threw on 10 or 12 videos on YouTube and didn't get much of a following, which is again not unexpected. That wasn't what I was putting on there for. A lot of those videos were really just kind of going, hey, I'm going to kind of display stuff that I've had from a kid, so that if anything ever happens to it, I actually would have those videos to go back to and be like, oh yeah, that's something I used to have. That's pretty cool, documented. And but in any case, go ahead and like and subscribe if you're into that sort of thing, and have a good day.